Hello. Hi, Gene. I want to say a few things, to you. Well, I've realized that you're Jewish, and obviously you must not be too pleased with me about things I said, about Jewish people and everything. So, I already explained why I carry animosity, towards Jews or Khazars, Hebrews, whatever. And so you've been on my mind every day, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about, well, don't think, believe, don't assume, no, but in layman's terms, I've been doing a lot of thinking about you, and I consider you a star, and I can't discount the sacrifices you made, and care about you. And if I'm a person that says I support America, then I'm sure there's other stars that are Jewish. Look at Madonna. She has Jewish roots, I believe, or ancestry, I believe. And how many other people are there? A lot of people. You know. So we'll just use you for an example, Gene, if you don't mind. You know, what kind of person would I be to not take your sacrifices into consideration? And so, well, like I said, someone like you who probably has a couple dollars, and you have influence, and there's a lot of people that love you and, have great respect for you. And someone like you may have some influence that stretches back to Israel, and maybe you could do something about the Palestinian people, but why should you if I'm going to continue to disrespect the Jews? But the horror that the Palestinian people are undergoing, if it's actually happening, because it could be happening in another timeline, whatever, but still, it's still happening, even if it is in another timeline. Care about these people, and same thing with the Bolsheviks. What the Bolsheviks did, that's Jews. Bolsheviks, that's Khazar people, are the same people. So that was another horrible genocide, So, I'm not gonna sit here and point out all these things. I've already pointed them out, But and I also said that it's a good chance that somewhere in history I was a Khazar person. Because it just stands to reason that somewhere along the line that I lived as a Khazar person. because that's what bipolarity is about. It's about representation. Like I lived as a slave that was hung from the tree in the front yard, but at the same time, I lived as Adolf Hitler. And someone might look at Adolf Hitler as white supremacist, whatever, which is not really true because we had other regiments, you know. We had black people fighting for the Reich. I'm fairly certain. We had regiments that were black, you know, from different parts of the world, Africa or wherever. Yeah. So bipolarity is about representing everyone. And then I don't forget, I established everything before you even existed. So what would I do, you know? Well, I would have foresaw that this time is going to come. And I would have foresaw that in order for me to unlock the hearts of everybody, I have to identify the person I lived as that would unlock their hearts. You understand? That they could identify with. So look at the French people. Well, I was Napoleon. I believe I was Napoleon. So now the French people realize that I was Napoleon, and now some people from France probably have found some affection for me now that they didn't have before because they didn't have this information. You understand? And the same thing with the German people. Now the German people have found some affection for me because I was Adolf Hitler. The black people found affection for me now because they realized that I was a slave, you know, black slave. Jamaican people found affection for me because they realized that I'm their jaw, you know, I'm the jaw person. The Hare Krishna people found affection for me because they realized that, Vishnu is one part of my identity, you know. So those people found affection for me. So you understand? It's about unlocking the hearts of people because they identify with me for one of my identities, you know, or one of my representations. All right? I don't know exactly like I said, it stands to reason that I probably was a Khazar person somewhere along the line, you know. Who it was, I don't know. I have to, do a little research and I'll figure it out, you know. But we know that humility overrules all. Do you understand? And that I'm not supposed to judge by prideful vengeance. And I basically humbled myself before everybody except the Jews at this point. Before everyone, I've humbled myself. I can't think of one group of people I haven't humbled myself before at this point. Yeah. That's it. So I don't know if you remember, Gene, but you posted a video and you were sitting there and you had a look on your face, you know. You didn't have to say anything. You said it all on your face, like about it, you know. Look at the sacrifices I made, and I don't deserve to be treated. I don't deserve this treatment, you know. Even though you're venerating me, but at the same time you're scorching my heritage, you know. So like I said, Gene, you've been on my mind every day. This has been on my mind. It's just eating away at me, you know. That picture, the look on your face, it's just been eating me alive, you know. Real talk, man. You know, I know you probably believe in your mind, oh, he don't give a fuck about me, or he's not thinking about me, or yeah, I'm thinking about you. Thinking about you. And you got me thinking about other people too. What about all the gangsters that are associated to Cosa Nostra that are Jewish? What about those people? What about all the stars that are Jewish? There's other stars like Madonna or other ones, you know. What about all the movie stars that are Jewish that made sacrifices that got fucked over? Got made into clones and fucking lizard worms put in their eye and all this other shit. What about those people? What do you think I'm gonna just look past those sacrifices and those the horrible exploitation that they've gone through because they got Jewish heritage? I'd be the biggest fucking scumbag in the world. Understand? I know that. I always knew that. But at the same time, there's nobody reaching out to Israel to try to stop this horrible Palestinian genocide. You know, all these movie stars that have Jewish heritage and all these people that have Jewish heritage, and they're not doing a fucking thing about Palestine. They just, not that I can see. If they are, I'm not aware of it. You know. So I just want to say a few things to you, Gene. You know, I'm thinking about you, and you know, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and point out all the what Khazars are responsible for, or Hebrews are responsible for. I already done that, so I'll have to do it again. You know, I don't know what else to say, Gene, but I'm not gonna look past the sacrifices that made by people that have Jewish heritage that live in America because I'm supposed to be supporting America, even though I don't agree with their policies or them trying to genetically alter us through Monsanto and all these other horrible things they're doing to us. No, I don't agree with it, but still, it's America, and I'm doing my best to support them, even though we're getting totally fucked over. You know. Same with military. They create puppet terrorist groups to fucking run around the world and slaughter my people, Gentile people. But I'm doing my best to support the military still, you know. Because like I said, people join the military and they're not aware of the big picture. They don't even know what a Gentile is. Even though they're a Gentile, they're running all over the world slaughtering Gentiles, but they're not aware they're slaughtering Gentiles because they're not even aware they are a Gentile. They don't even know what a Gentile is. They don't know the difference between hybrid race and Gentile. You understand? They don't know. So they're just being exploited, taking advantage of. And then, what I told the military, I said, well, a soldier's duty is to follow orders. So you join the military, you're not aware of the big picture. You don't know the difference between a Gentile and a hybrid race. And you're not aware of all this shit. And a soldier's duty is to follow orders. So whatever orders you're given by your superiors are responsible for what you do because they're the ones who give you the orders. So that's the people I'm going to hold responsible, is the superiors, not the soldiers. Who's ever given the orders? Ultimately, the orders come from the Greys and reptilians. That's where your orders come from. If you're in the military, ultimately your orders come from the interdimensional races. That's where your orders come from. Then it trickles down through the secret societies and all this other garbage. But ultimately, it comes from the interdimensional races that are trying to take over, everything. So they use you to go do their dirty work, what they do. All right, Gene, that's it, I got more things to say, but I'm just going to direct this video to you, basically. So I'll let you know I'm thinking about you and I care about you. I got a lot of respect and a lot of love for you, and I feel terrible that I believe you're upset with me, and I don't blame you, But at the same time, I'm sure you have some understanding where I'm coming from, too, You're not stupid, and you're more than capable to go over there to Israel and try to do something for those Palestinian people. Now, you could organize a coalition of movie stars or rock stars that have Jewish heritage that want to try to help me out. and try to go do something for those people. You know, basically, what at this point, I'd like to see all the Palestinians leave Israel and go to Iran because things do not look good for Israel at this point. You know, they've done so much horrible shit that they're really in. They've really screwed up bad. All right, Gene. See you later, man. Bye.